Hello, all you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Brady coming at you fast with another Paragon in-depth hero guide. And today we're going to be looking at the Fae, the Bay, the Fabulous, the Great, all day, every day. And we're going to be looking at her moveset, how to slot her, how to play her, and just general tips and tricks on how to use her to her best potential. And she is freaking beast, okay? She's bomb. She's definitely one of the better casters out there at the moment, and I really do love playing with her. She has a lot of crowd control, and at the same time just good burst damage capabilities, and she's just really fun to play and just really trolly at the same time. So let's get right into it. So the first ability you want to slot is your E, which is your Harvest Nettles. Okay, this is going to refund your mana if you successfully hit an enemy hero with them. This is useful for just early lane, being a nuisance. You're throwing your basics at the minions, and then you're like, oh, hey, enemy, catch this. And you throw a face full of Harvest Nettles into their face, and it does a good amount of damage, and you waste no mana for it. So you can keep doing it as much as you'd like, as long as you don't miss. Next ability you want to go into is the Bramble Patch, because it's going to slow people down. It's going to, make it harder for them to get away from ganks, and it's also going to be used as a defensive maneuver to stop enemies from chasing your allies or even chasing you, and it's just going to be useful. The third ability you want to put in is your Untamed Growth, which is the AoE plant that blows up after it fizzles for a short time. Then you want to just continuously upgrade that plant until it's max level. Then you want to upgrade the Bramble Patch, and finally you want to upgrade your E. And at level 5, you want to upgrade your ultimate ability, of course. And whenever you get the chance, upgrade your ultimate ability. So here you guys are witnessing a fight in the jungle. You're going to see a good use of all of her abilities in combo. My favorite thing to do is to throw out the Untamed Growth behind the enemy if they're trying to run away. So it prevents their escape, because it does deal a good amount of damage, especially early game. And if an enemy is chasing you, you can throw it in front of you to kind of block the path. Now, if they're trying to run away from it, you can throw down your Bramble Patch, which will instantly slow them down. And then, as you guys saw me use my ultimate right there, you can pull them back into the Untamed Growth, which will explode by the time they have enough time to get out of it. So that's usually my favorite combo, is to throw out the little thing. Throw out the Untamed Growth, throw out the ultimate, throw out the Bramble Patch right on top of where the ultimate vine sprouts, and they just have such a hard time getting away. And then, of course, use your E in the end. Now, if you do have not that much mana, start off with your E, so you get a free attack in there, and then move on with the rest of your abilities. And the Fae is just such a good support harass hero. It's just so nice for team fights. Her purpose is to place the enemy in an awkward position to where they cannot be comfortable in attacking your allies. That's using her AoE, that's using the Bramble Patch, that's just being a total nuisance, and just being kind of like a burst mage, even though she doesn't do as crazy amount of damage as your typical burst mage would in like League of Legends, but still, she's super good at harassing and closing off lanes. For example, this Sparrow trying to run up on my team, throw out the Bramble Patch, slow her down, and now she's easy pickings for the rest of my team. Slam dunk coming in from that steal, holy shit, and then, the pull coming in over there from the Richter, and then again, using your ult to pull him back in, wombo comboing it with your allies, and you're just going to see some beautiful wombo combos later in this video, besides these that are just so amazing. And just being such a good harasser, you're able to push not one, but even 2 towers consistently, especially once you get the mana going from the build. And if you guys want to see the build that I use in this video, you guys can check out the Beast Builds video guide that I will link in the description below. And basically, you just build her damage, mana, health, armor, and you're good. You're Gucci. Some cooldown later on in the game, and you are a harass hero. And look at this. We just keep on pressuring, not letting the enemy escape, using the flower to prevent sprint mode, using the Bramble Patch to slow him down. It's just super, super easy and just super nice. And, it's not hard at all to really play this hero. Like, she's advanced, but honestly, you kind of just, get used to it. The Bramble Patch is really easy to use. And if you're trying to run away, put it horizontally, put it perpendicularly to your strafing pattern. So, like, if there's somebody chasing you, put it down, across the entire lane if you can, to make more of a blockade rather than, straight up and down, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Or you can just, aim it right at them, and if you don't miss, then you'll slow them down anyway with it. So it's a really good all-around purpose ability. And right here, you're going to see a beautiful wombo combo Faye combos so well with people like Steel, people like Decker, people like Howitzer, Gadget, anybody who has an AoE ult. Because I throw out my ult, Steel uses his ult, boom, Murdoch lines up his ult, he actually misses. But Murdoch, if he were to line up that ult, would deal devastating damage. We still end up killing them because Iggy pops his ult, and then, 4 ults all at the same time. Absolutely devastate the enemy team and allow us to take this tower and even go on to take the inhibitor later on. So having the Fae is just absolutely gnarly. You can, even if an enemy is in a comfortable position, you can still weed him out. No pun intended, but you can weed him out into an uncomfortable position and actually deal a lot of burst damage, not only with your abilities, but of course with everybody else wombo comboing in on them and just absolutely devastating everybody. It's just crazy. Okay, it's crazy. Oh my god. If you can imagine Faye's voice. So yeah, pretty awesome, neat stuff. Another great thing about Faye is that you can build her a bit tanky, which is how I do build her in my beast build video. And you can kind of be a little bit of front line and just have more fun being a nuisance with her abilities with less risk of dying. But you still do kind of want to stay in the back, because if you are focused out, well, it might be easier for your teammates to jump on the enemy that's hitting you, but it'll be a bit difficult for you to be able to place your abilities in a good spot. And over here, this is the final sequence of our game. We're actually going to attack Prime and try to get it. And I end up zoning the enemy. Basically what zoning means is keeping them at bay, keeping them away from you, keeping them away from your zone, so to speak. And Faye is really good at that with her abilities. Super long range on her Untamed Growth ability, her Bramble Patch, really long range slow ability. Really nice at zoning people out and dealing a good amount of damage. And just, being a nuisance. Again, your goal with the Fae is to always be a nuisance as much as possible. Kind of like Iggy. Iggy with his turrets, same thing you with your Bramble Patch and your Vine and all that nice, gnarly stuff. So, again, Steel wombo comboing his ult this time first, and then I throw out my Untamed Growth after second, so, dealing a bit more damage, because that ultimate also deals a good amount of damage, so don't forget to use that as a damage-dealing ability, because it does help. And yeah, we pretty much, that's about it. That's wrapping up this video. Chimera is actually going to sneak away and take on the core all by himself, solo it up with Black Buff while we're over here fighting at Prime. I do end up dying because another good combo from the other Fae coming out, using her ult with Greystone's ult, is another good wombo combo. But that's about it. Here's Chimera killing the core. And yeah, I just have a really good game going 9-4 and 22. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure y'all have a wonderful day.